for racing. I don't want to hear a single spoiler. Yo, like right there. Yo, I found a stream then. Get lit. Thank you, for making the videos private so no one turn on.
Hello and welcome to round 5 of the ARS GT Series, the final round from the Nurburgring. And they are about to go rolling on their formation lap already, so I gotta be quick here and get a rundown of qualifying. Alright. So, round 5 of the series, your qualifying results are as follows. Starting first, we have GTP Fisher for T&P Racing with a 151.592 Chevrolet Corvette 01. Second place is Antares 26 with a 151.707, just a little bit over a tenth behind Fisher. Third place is Trick for T&P Racing in the second with the Corvettes with a 152.006. Fourth place is Ace Boy 127 with the 153.333. Fifth place is NASCAR Fan 1400 for Scorpius GT in the Audi RA-LMS with a 154.462. Rounding out your field in the sixth position in car number 72 for DW Sim Motorsports. Ford GT, Dylan Likes 88 with a 155.974. So that is how your field of 6 will line up for tonight's hour-and-a-half event from the Nurburgring. And this is the last round of the series. It is the championship round, and this is going to be really, really interesting, guys, because the cars starting in second and third place right now, the Antares and the Trick, are tied for points with a total of 62.
Just to let you guys know, I will probably starting on the left side, because I made that choice.
Okay. Yeah, I figured as much.
So whoever beats who tonight is going to take the championship between Moore and Trick. And these two are really close together on pace. Moore just had a slightly better qualifying session than Trick did. So it's going to be interesting to see. They're coming down to the hairpin on the formation lap.
The final series that ARS will be running on the GT6. I'm planning to do a Sport Series along with it. The Sport Series will be another Roadster Series. And then the Mazda Roadster will be stock tuning. Yes. And then the actual series will be in lights. Yes. Oh.
All right, and that was I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but that was an announcement from the chair, like the top dog, the ARS. Ace Boy 127 announcing that at the conclusion of the ARS GT Series tonight, the next and final ARS Series on Gran Turismo 6 is going to indeed be the ARS Indy Lights Series. And that is going to be supported with an ARS Roadster Series. Kind of like how the Lancer Cup supports the GT Series here for this cycle of races.
The only problem here.
So we're happy to have you tonight. Hope you enjoy the race.
I might change my mind, but high-speed wins always good. And I haven't been doing preseason games at all.
And it is most certainly going to be interesting.
No racing announcements. We're about to start here.
And here we go, going up the hill into the chicane for the last time before we get underway here.
Oh, I'm not doing an extra pace lap my lights on.
We're going to jump to your pole sitter, Fisher, coming around the final corner. He was also the pole sitter for the Lancer Cup race earlier today. Coming down the front straightaway, waiting for the leader to go.
No, I don't think he ever did.
And there he goes. He is off. Green flag. Charging down into turn number 1. The Antares hanging on to the second position. NASCAR Fan gets around Ace Boy again. So it is Corvette, Audi, Corvette, Audi. Looks like the Mercedes has gotten by the 4th place Audi, or what was. So as of right now, the Antares is the series champion, but we still have an hour, 25 minutes, and 30 seconds left. Making their way down towards the hairpin on lap number 1.
Right side. Clear.
Should say 10-4.
Right side. How you doing?
Ooh, looks like Trick had a little bit of a slide out there. He does manage to keep his speed. A little bit of a touch between Ace Boy and NASCAR Fan in the back. NASCAR Fan 1400 just wrapped up his ARS Lancer Cup Championship campaign here a little while ago, taking both the drivers' championship as well. Yeah, it's getting the job done for his team. And now he's racing for the 4th position with doing like 88. Ace Boy 127 is dropping back. Ace Boy 127 has damage on the opening lap for the Top Performance Motorsports Mercedes, so I guess that contact with NASCAR Fan 1400 did have an impact on that blue Merc, and he's going to make his way around the last poor part of the track to come into the pit lane and hopefully get that resolved. But there's still a long way to go yet. This race is 3 times the length of the Lancer Cup earlier. And Mr. Racing Line actually made a pretty good charge back in the Lancer Cup series, so definitely possible with an hour and 24 minutes left. So right now, Fisher leads in the 39 Corvette.
Well, I had to check up big time when you did that, so I'm sure.
This is the same Corvette that I actually raced for rounds 2 and 3 at Monza and Brands Hatch. Really good car. Once you get the setup right, this car is a beast. Same thing with this Audi here with the Antares. I've also raced this car in the past. Some really fine machinery racing tonight as Noir just clips the dirt a little bit, exiting that corner. Trick right behind him. This is the championship fight outright. They are tied in points.
Now I finally got you got it.
I don't know if you got that.
Making their way up to the Schumacher S at substantially quicker speeds than the Lancer Cup cars did.
He likes some Mazda Roadsters. Not often do any lights get any support series.
And there's that menacing red number 41 with the red wheels.
I guess you're right. I still might throw a quick in-car
bow tie on the front of the car.
I was going to say, it's a little late for that, isn't it?
Not stupid late. I did a ARS level.
Ooh, Trick of being a little bit cheeky through the chicane there. Again, it's really easy to abuse those corners, but at the same time, it's really easy to mess your car up doing the same thing. So that's a risk that these drivers have to take. Really shouldn't be cutting it that tight, though, but it happens.
Good idea. This never happened.
Knows he's going to look down the inside of Antares. It's not going to happen that time. He does think better of it. Going to go on board with the 41 here. See Fisher trying to do the same thing he did in the Lancer Cup race earlier. He's trying to extend that gap early on. For everybody viewing on YouTube on the Bambi Sim Racing channel, welcome. Glad to have you guys. Hope you enjoy the race. And this is the last round. This is the championship finale, and it's an outright brawl between the Antares and Trick, currently sitting in 2nd and 3rd place. Whoever beats who tonight is who the provisional drivers champion will be. For the team's championship, looks like TNP Racing has it pretty well sealed up at this point. They've won every race so far. Corvettes have been absolutely dominant this year. And don't attest that to the lack of BOP or bad BOP. The BOP has been pretty well on point all season. Just the driving talent that they have in both of these cars is immense. Antares is also a really good driver. has some wins to his name. NASCAR fan 1400 Norris teammate. You know, I mean, what else can I say about him? Kid's on fire. Little trick, a little bit swirly to the chicane there. I think that's probably his weak point on the track. It's the only place where I really see him having a whole bunch of problems. This NASCAR fan is going a little bit of a scrap in the back there. Not too tight yet. But this is the race we want to see up front. Because I just cycle through the cameras for no good reason now. Trick making his way down into turn number 1. Best lap of a 152.6 to Norris 152.2.
Type V routing.
The importance of tire strategy will also be really important. Nurburgring is one of those high wear and tear circuits.
I was getting mixed up.
The only way that you can avoid that is if you have hard like.
Lots of load you put on these tires going around some of the corners. These corners are not slow by any means. They just went around that corner, which is more than 90 degrees, by the way, at 65 miles an hour. And that's highway speeds, ladies and gentlemen. Around a tight corner there. And we're going to look at the Laurentars coming up to the Schumacher S. What kind of speeds is he going to get? So there we go, 113 miles an hour. Going up to Schumacher S minimum. Accelerates up towards the top of the corner.
For the Audi, started by watching a race while doing a race, and it's going to end by watching a race while doing a race.
Making the way down the hill once more, coming at you if you are towards the chicane. Don't know why I said that. Nobody's actually at the track. You all are viewing on YouTube, which I highly appreciate for one. And two, I guess it's kind of habit. I was at the Pro Motocross National race today as well in real life. You know, just having the PA announcers announcing in that manner all day, it must have gotten into my head a little bit, so my apologies for that. On the front straightaway again, still Corvette, Audi, Ford, Mercedes as they run.
That's funny because it looks like both of our cars are handling absolutely terrible.
Yeah. But it's just like the Darlington race. They're handling terrible.
Nah, they're driving good.
NASCAR fan 1400 and Dylan
Oh, yeah. I think it was
having a slight conversation. Not really pushing too hard here. I think they're just looking to have fun at this point. I think NASCAR fan has already checked off all the goals he's wanted to check off for the night. Laurentars, his teammate, though, still racing for the championship.
It was legal.
Okay. It's making sure because I'm like disclaimer.
It was legal.
Coming down the hill. He is not pulling away from Trick. Trick is still there. Fisher is doing what he does best and is leaving them all in the dust because he's OP. Coming through the hairpin once more. Trick is right on the back of Laurentars. Is he going to look to make a move coming up? No, it's not going to happen that time. Going to try to do an over-under, a little bit of slight contact. They are side by side. Ooh, a little more contact there. I wonder if that's hurt any of their cars. Oh yeah, Trick's car's moving around a little more than I'd like it to. Same thing for Lauren. We're going in really deep. Trick with a really good exit on the corner. Maybe the slightest of bump there on the exit. It's like, hello, I'm going to take this. Thank you very much. As they now race down into turn number 1. We're going to try to do the over-under. Lots to race for here tonight. These two are going to give it 110%, no doubt about it. Looks like there's already been a little bit of contact between these two already. We're not even a third of the way into the race, gentlemen and ladies, whoever's watching the video.
It's hard though.
This is looking to be quite the show.
No, natural bias is very much. And you are extending that corner, what Mr. Watkins won.
All right, so
I've seen you do that 3 times.
TNP Corvette is now 1 and 2.
He's calling you out, man.
AstroTurf is not the racetrack. I mean, I'll start Watkins running with you. What's going to happen? We get 10 seconds penalties and still aren't caught by 8 points?
Hey, race ain't over yet, buddy.
Oh, no, there's much more wrecking ahead of our futures.
All right, so this trick going to be able to pull away from Noir. Sorry, guys, it's kind of listening in to the drivers talking on the common radio channel there. You can, I'm not sure how easy it is for you guys to understand them, but certainly I think you can definitely pick on a little bit of background chatter happening. But that is no problemo.
I hope my mic picked up that.
So they now complete another lap. Looks like Trick is slowly pulling away from Noir.
The hood's view instead of the cockpit because I just couldn't do it in the cockpit for like the screens. So I'm trying to view and it's not that bad.
I wish I could use cockpit. Like, there's just so much that you can't do. Unless it would just like, well, if it's restricted the cockpit, but unfortunately it's not.
So it looks like the Corvette is pulling away from the Audi. For the time being, we're going to go on board with Noir here.
I'd love to see cockpit. All these except for the right gears.
And again, apologies for some periods with no commentary in between here. Multiple things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, for one, listen into what the drivers are trying to say on the radio, and I'm a college student, so it never stops. But try my best to keep up on the race here. Hopefully I'll try my best to bring you guys the best production possible in 480p because my upload speed is not great. Ooh, looks like a little bit of argy-bargy in the back between Dylan and Nass. I think I overheard these two drivers saying that they have the 2 worst handling cards in the whole field, but they're going to try to have fun with it. NASCAR fan almost binned it. Didn't catch it on camera, though. Looks like it was a fantastic save.
Flat tire. Gathered it up there, it's all good. Sabe.
So he's going to make his way through the arena portion of the track now. We got Ford GT with the bright green wheels for DW Sim Motorsports in the 4th position ahead of the NASCAR Fan 1400. So it is Corvette 1-2, Audi 3rd, Ford 4th, Audi 5th, and the Mercedes SLS Top Performance Motorsports AMG of Ace Boy 127 in the 6th position after an early pit stop for damage.
I know all the slur guys on here. Okay.
It'll be interesting to see how well he makes his way back up through the field. Definitely put in a pretty strong qualifying 3rd, I believe. No, it was qualified 4th. My apologies. So, on qualifying pace anyway, he is faster than Dylan and Nass. But we will see how that manifests itself throughout the course of the race. NASCAR fan getting really squirrely there.
And they're going into turn 1. Oh, there's a crash.
That would be funny, sir. Somebody wrecked lap 1, turn 3.
I'm sure. I don't doubt it.
I think NASCAR fans simmer down a little bit and just kind of try to settle into a rhythm here. Making our way down the front straightaway now. If I was Nurburgring at this point in time, I wouldn't be flustering myself too much. For one, there's still an hour and 10 minutes left in the race. Two, just try to keep Trick in your eyesight. You know, it's a lot easier to catch someone when you can see him.
No, he has speed, he just doesn't have.
You know, and just try to think about the strategy, the best way to optimize the strategy to one, get ahead of him, and two, set yourself up for an optimal finish. Because that is what you will need to do if you want to win the championship tonight.
Still taking it flat out.
Yeah, just maybe it's a slight lift. You hope to turn it, but other than that, it's not.
Alright, we're going to jump back up with the first place car, GTP Fisher in the TNP Racing Corvette. Braking into turn number 1 really hard. Best lap of a 152.1.
So much.
Maybe payments for the IndyCar race, or
Oh, somebody wrecked on a pace lap. What? What are you doing? This isn't ARS.
So GTP Fisher doing exactly what he needs to do, get well out front, set himself up, give himself that nice comfort zone he needs to execute his strategy without pressure from behind, and just punch out those nice solid consistent laps and continue to extend that gap.
That's embarrassing.
Trick in second place, currently as they run your championship leader. Of course, him and Nor are tied in the points for the championship coming into this round, so whoever beats who at the end of this one will be crowned your professional ARS GT Series Drivers Champion. So it will definitely be an intriguing race to watch to the end. I hope you guys will stick around with me.
Can't believe that.
We are only in the opening stages of the race, so these drivers are just trying to get into the rhythm that they need to get in, put in those good, clean laps, and put themselves where they need to be. As the Nurburgring is coming into the pit lane. Nurburgring is in the pit lane with an hour and 7 minutes left on the clock. He will come to the attention of the Audi crew. Really slow pit entry at 12 miles an hour. That just happens sometimes. It's a part of the game. As old tires come off and new tires go on. I think this is going to put Nor on a 3-stop strategy. So Nor is out of the pits now. Now that he's on fresh boots, lower fuel, you see his fuel is a little bit between halfway and 3/4, so his car should be the fastest it's been throughout the entirety of the race so far at this point. Now it's up to him to make good time and try to get a massive undercut on Trick. And it will be interesting to see if these Corvettes go for a 2-stop strategy while the Audi goes for 3. So it is Corvette, Corvette, Ford, Audi, Audi, Mercedes.
Sixes and
But of course the pit cycle has now started. There's NASCAR fan up at the top of the Schumacher S's. Here comes this championship contending teammate, the Antares.
I'm trying to figure out, if they all these black lines on the track, I wonder if they're only mine or if anybody else is leaving.
They're definitely mine.
Corvettes stay out this time through. With only 5 minutes to go to the top of the hour. To 1 hour remaining. If the Corvettes stay out here for the next couple of laps, I'm going to make the assumption that they're going to go for a 2-stop strategy, while the Antares and the Audi is going for 3. Which, given how bad the tire fall-off is in the Audi, I wouldn't be surprised, as NASCAR fan 1400 making lots of room for his teammate down the front straightaway. Lets him through without a fight at all. I won't call that team orders. If there were team orders, I would have heard them. I did not hear any team orders. That's just NASCAR fan being considerate there. Letting the fellow Audi through without tassel and letting Noir do exactly what needs to be done in order to get the championship. As NASCAR fan has a little bit of a bobble towards the back there. Sideways in the corner.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Corvette's gonna pit this time through.
God, I hope not.
Fisher stays out. Trick stays out. So it's looking more and more likely that the TNP Corvettes are going for a 2-stop strat, while the Antares is going for 3. Alright, so NASCAR fan is now onto the pit lane. He's going to come to the attention of his Audi crew.
Oh my! Oh! Sorry. Holy shit.
Seems here that Ace Boy is going to challenge NASCAR fan out of the pits. But Ace Boy is going to get well ahead of him. Now Noir is going to be challenging the 4GT of Dylan Likes 88, try to get back in that 3rd position, even before the pit sequence is ended.
Where are you on, Ace?
Huh? Yeah, something like that.
Well, that didn't work at all. It's like I'm gonna defend from Noir.
Alright, so Noir is through on the Ford. Corvettes stay out once more. I think at this point they are doing a 2-stopper. So with Antares on a 3-stop strategy, the next time you can expect him into the pit lane is with roughly, I'm gonna say, just a little bit less than 45 minutes remaining.
Man, that was massive.
So he's going to make his way down now into turn number 1 and head through the arena. Arena portion of the track, this series of left-handers here. All in this tight complex. Yeah, so on the 3-stop strategy, you're doing about 23 minutes on a set of tires. Aceboy 127 is now in the pit lane. That's going to easily grant the position back to NASCAR Fan 1400, who now makes his way through. Back up in the 5th. So Aceboy now out of the pit lane. Noir running through the sand a little bit, pushing hard. Not taking it easy, that is for sure. Corvettes stay out once again. You can expect them in any lap now. Dylan like said, the 8 into the pit lane in the 4 GT. Montar really pushing hard here, trying to make up as much ground as he can on the fresh tires. Because fresh rubber is really where this Audi performs at its best, so he has to maximize the car when it is in its prime. Alright, so the Corvette guys are up at the top of the Schumacher S, about to take the plunge down towards the final chicane. Here comes Fisher around the right-hander. He's going to be heading downhill towards you now. Did it again. Whoopsies. Will they come in this time? Gonna jump up there. Here's Fisher coming through the final chicane. And it looks like he is coming in. Yes, car number 39 coming into the pit lane. Will car number 41 share the same sentiment? Yes, he's going to follow him in.
Oh, jeez. Almost.
So the red Corvettes are in the pits. Here comes Trick to the attention of his crew. Fisher is out.
Go, buddy, go.
Here comes Trick. Moore is going to get around Trick. Now, but he's still behind Fisher, but I don't think that really matters. I don't think he's going to concern himself too much with that, but he is ahead of Trick for the time being. But Fish and the Corvettes now have slightly fresher tires than he does. But you can expect Noor in about, roughly speaking, about 10 minutes if he's going to stick to his 3-stopper.
in the game. I can't just the Lancers this weekend. Like how effective we've done.
So Fisher is slightly extending the gap to Noor.
In fact, I almost was like, hey, maybe I can switch to Corvette now. Since jamming left. Maybe I actually have a shot to win. But not like a win at Cody. This thing's so unstable. But then I was like, no, the Audi's more fun to drive and you're not in the Audi.
Well, you should hit me up about running the Merc tonight. DPM me to the finish.
I don't want to drive the Merc. I think you know what's going to be the best part of the next 2 seasons is that nobody can whine and moan about the BOD.
No kidding. I can't wait.
That's the simple thing about the NASCAR series too. You pick any car you want. It's got to be a NASCAR car. This is the year. Well, I would always think it's the white years we get right on here.
Well, even the year. I'm sure you put in a lot of time. I have too, and I think there's differences.
No, I know. The 2010s are similar to the 2011s.
Well, not just the different years. I'm talking the ones that are the same year.
Military is coming through the final chicane.
Oh, I know about that.
I know the Chevys, the 2011 Chevys had to have a new car bump on to the speedways because for whatever reason they were slow.
So that's a
Please tell me Daytona's going to be one of the races. They're giving us too much fun in the races and not have.
I don't know. I can't say about the whole schedule, so. Other than Indy, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be Indy Oval for the road series, right?
Yeah, of course.
Maybe I can finally get the best.
They really, you can run like 3 wide, 4 wide, or 3 wide.
I mean, our races in Indy are usually too close, though. That's what's really bad. It's usually 2 guys will break away, and a couple guys will be in the middle, and a couple guys will be in the back. That's how it goes.
I guess Trick won't be racing in that either.
I wouldn't count on it.
We might run a partial split.
Maybe.
I don't remember how good Fisher is on the overs. I know he does it out of line. I'm on my best lap of the race right now. What was your last lap?
It was my fastest 53.7,
Oh.
just out of nowhere.
Oh.
Before that was 55.
Oh.
I'm running 55.
Oh.
Well, oh, nope, now you see. Nope.
I ran 2 straight 50, low 54s, so I guess it kind of evened itself out. I think I'm going to end my
Trick is trying to close down on the back of the Audi R8 of Noor and Torres. Checkered flag was to fall right now, and Noor would take the championship. But we are in the midst of a good strategy battle, 2-stop versus 3-stop allegedly between the Corvettes and the Audis. Audis being on the 3-stop strategy, Corvettes 2.
Oh, that one.
That was 55.8. It's just about normal.
Yes, looks like Trick is getting a little bit closer to the back of that Audi, getting on board with the 41. Best time for Trick of 152.3 for Warren. And look ahead real quick. 0.249. So just a little more than a tenth quicker on the best time for Warren Tires, but the Corvette does have the tires on him now, and it is reeling him in. Slowly but surely. We're about 5 minutes from the aggregate halfway point of the race. 4 minutes to 45 strict, but when you factor in that formation lap, it's a little bit more than that. Trick is now there. He's on the back of the Audi. More running through the sand a little bit, pushing as hard as he can. Trick's going to try to get a run. Not going to happen that time. But he is most definitely there now. Tarius is into the pit lane again, 47 minutes left. So that's a little bit before halfway. But he's really trying to abuse that undercut. But it's gonna come back to him eventually.
Oh yeah. You see that car behind you?
I don't know, I'm not sure if pitting that early was the best decision.
How does a 52.6 sound? I'm still in the 53.
But we will find out nonetheless.
I took a little bit. Not a whole lot, though.
So we're going to check in on Dylan Likes 88 for DW Sim Motorsport. Running in the 4th position in this Ford GT.
3.8.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I got more fuel than you, I know that much. I'm like a lap under half.
Yes, that's probably where I'm losing my speed.
So you got a full tank going?
Yeah, I refilled full for the first stop.
You don't need anything. Just don't take any of the rest of the race.
That's usually the plan.
We're already sharing what we got. We might as well just live with it and have a battle. Because at this rate, I should catch you by the end of the race. But at this rate, you're going to catch us both before the end of the race. So, yeah, we're going to have some long races. Or I don't know, actually. You are quite a ways fast.
Dylan Likes 88 sliding his way through the final chicane.
15 minutes. I can't go another 15 minutes on this tire. So.
helmet camera or?
The onboard application. It's like screen pairing.
Does he have the helmet camera this week?
I don't think it's going on. I don't know. I know they're changing
I think there's like, because I think the helmet cam for IndyCar only works with the Bell helmets. And I think there's like only 3 or 4 guys who are using Bells. Next year they're going to try, I think, to put them on all the helmets, but this year they're going to only get it with Bell.
A lot of drivers are out of the race already, so I'm not pretty sure.
Well, we know Graham Rahal in the race.
Yeah, I think they'd be using it as his helmet cam if they had it rather than like that's a no-brainer every time. And what would you rather have?
We're going to check in now on the 5th place car, NASCAR Fan 1400. Not too far behind Dylan.
Nice slide there, by the way, Dylan. I saw that on the video.
So was it as bad as the Texas wreck?
Well,
Which Texas wreck? There was like 3 of them.
I mean, it
The
was
big
about
one.
as
The big one, okay.
Which big one? There was like 3 big ones.
I mean, it was about as violent.
Was it
There
really?
were airborne vehicles.
Oh.
Oh, don't spin out on the pit access.
As Nass is now in the pit lane.
Oh wait, there were 2?
When it was last year, wasn't there? They had to part 1 and part 2.
No, I was talking about this year's. I know there was last year's, the part 1, part 2. That was pretty good.
NASCAR Fan, fresh tires, fuel in the car, back out again. With just under 45 minutes remaining. I think that would have been the optimal time to pit for the 3-stop strategy. Norantaris pitting about 5 minutes before. Baseboy 127 is now up into the fifth position, but still owes us a pit stop.
Yeah, I passed you in the pit. And that car worked ahead of you on track right now. Not directly,
Way up
but
there.
way up there. Yep, that's me.
Final keywords.
Oh, there you are. I see you now.
Baseboy coming up through the Schumacher S at the top of the hill.
Let's say my Merc ain't much better.
Make up the deficits on the undercut. Compare that with walking and running everything. Doesn't matter control. I'm not taking home that space.
Good point.
Oh, I went off the track. Maybe I angry you.
And NASCAR Fan 1400 off track
I
again.
360'd from one patch of grass to the other patch of grass.
Baseboy's now in the pits. NASCAR Fan's going to get back around him.
GG on that P4, Dylan.
Oh, you just went by and I'm coming out, man. Oh no, it's
No,
on.
it's
It is
bad.
on.
Or no, wait, no, it's not bad because we're on the same strat. You just,
It is on.
oh, it's gonna get good.
It is gonna get good. Baby's gonna be watching this one.
The heat is on. We'll get some TV times. Oh, this will be interesting for Fisher to get through.
Ain't getting good. Well, I mean, if we can hold them off for 10 minutes, we can.
we
Shouldn't
can
be
hold
too
off
hard
for
considering
10
he's on
minutes,
all tires.
then, well, Trick's not going to pass him because championship implications. So,
Sure he would. You don't give a crap.
I don't, well, what if he wins and Fisher finishes second? Does he take the championship?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
This is how big of a deal this is. I mean, I think he might have to finish worse than second, but still.
Oh, that's different.
That's very different. I mean, Fisher's already got the halfway lap, so
Yeah, and he got the pole.
he's got the bonus points.
I don't think he's fast lap anything.
And the drivers are now discussing the point
I
scenarios.
don't know, maybe you.
I don't know. I got a 53.7. I bet you I could get a 51.9.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sideways.
Just gotta skip this whole arena section.
So there's a bit more chatter in this race than rounds previous, probably because it is the final round. Everyone's just trying to...
That'll do it for you.
Oh, in qualifying,
I don't think NASCAR fans trying too hard. I don't think Ace is trying too hard right now. But for the guys who are trying hard, Fisher, Trick, Moore, Dylan,
See, I did the same thing when I actually did the whole track.
hopefully the chatter won't be a huge distraction
I
for them.
literally took the last lap with, I think I had 5 seconds.
Me
left.
personally, I think having a
was fair with the cut.
a reasonable conversation kind of helps the time go by.
So I like.
But under pressure, I'm not sure it's something that you'd want too much of. But I am in the commentary booth and I am not driving. So, however it goes tonight, that's just how it's going to be.
Which is why I picked, because I'm like, I know I'm not gonna.
Ace Boy is catching NASCAR fan now.
He can't penalize me if it's not my qualifying lap, can he? Cuts. My head is in the Overwatch clouds right now, I'll tell you what. I'm not even thinking about racing.
Oh
I
god,
won the
there's a red Corvette
championship.
behind me.
Oh.
Go faster. Oh!
You just
And Nass has beached
I'm
it.
not even, no, I didn't
Crawling his way out.
What happened is I went to press my foot down. I lifted my foot off the floor to hit the pedal, and I got my toes.
And Fisher is now coming up behind him to put him a lap down.
I just completely botched the corner because
I got another problem.
I don't care about that. By the time I had actually moved my foot to the point to hit the pedal and everything, it was far too late. I was like, well, ripperoni.
Hope your strategy works out, John.
I hope it does too.
I really hope it does too.
He goes Nass down the hill. You see that red car in the background. That is your leader, GTP Fisher.
I haven't ran my first lap yet.
Oh,
That's what this is.
well, I see you hit the gravel.
Yeah, still 54 though.
9.
Oh, 5 minutes can't see enough. I'm running 56s.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be close.
It usually takes a couple laps for my tires to get in. Once they do, it usually gets
It
better.
usually takes a little bit for me to stop sucking, but that just hasn't happened this weekend.
I'm going to go to our leader, actually.
No, it's real funny. It'll still be.
You see it's going to be getting close to lap traffic here.
Because all of you would have wrecked by now.
Oh, you tell yourself that.
You wrecked on the freaking Herman Tilk part of the track.
Which point?
My point is, you would have had to go all the way around the track.
Would I have wrecked though on the big
Absolutely.
huge track? I would have had a different setup. My car would have been more stable. I probably would have wrecked.
Well, no, because the stability has nothing to do with it. When you nail the gravel trap, it didn't turn it left.
Hey, I had another setup I could have run that was much more stable, and I hit the gravel trap every time and did not stop. Well, not every time I
Why
ran a
are
lap,
you
but
defending this so hard? Oh, there I go. I initiated
job.
the... Oh, no, I knocked the IndyCar race over. We got another one in here. I'm adjusting my phone right now. I'm keeping pace with you. I'm just not even caring anymore.
So Fisher is NASCAR fan in his crosshairs now.
Angry's not here.
Gonna
Buddy. Sorry.
hopefully be able to dispatch the Audi without too much time lost.
Spirit, because we're wrecking it.
Yeah, you and me. We're on fire tonight, man.
All we need to do now is block the most obvious racing line and say that we were trying to let him go.
We need to. No, you gotta block the leaders when we're trying to lap.
I really can't do that now. I need to be super cautious with leaders because I know that the moment that I screw up a leader, someone's gonna be like, "You just did it to help Noir win." Like, no.
Well, what if you do it some more?
Then they wouldn't say anything.
Oh, nope.
Oh, who wrecked?
Oh, come on.
And there is a car off.
Freaking gravel. Come on. Oh.
That is Dylan.
It is on, baby. Here we go.
Desperados.
Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be.
Dylan is rejoined.
I wish I could.
There's Fisher, really close to NASCAR fan. Actually, not that loud. Fisher with the best lap of a 152 flat.
Although, unlike you, I didn't spin all the way off the front wall. Like a king.
I just lost. Okay, you know what? I spun and I made a mistake.
Got a max. Oh, I got
And we're going to look at Trick. Trick's tires are a little bit better than Fisher's are. And Roar is not far behind him.
I went
We're on board at the Audi now, coming up to the top of the Schumacher S.
But I did hit the wall. So I mean, I have my control. I don't look back today. I've been busy all week. I was busy all week too.
Now they are running on their 29th lap of the race. Remember, because we had that formation lap. So Trick, Fisher is still behind NASCAR here. I'm guessing this might have something to do with just the fact that NASCAR does have fresher tires.
Do that again.
Under the gantry, 90-degree left-hander here. Actually, slightly less. This one's slightly more.
Oh, that's right.
NASCAR fan actually looks like he's pulled away from Fisher just a little bit. Well, there's one little bobble and the Corvette's on the back of it. We are passing the 30-minute remaining mark here. 45 seconds left to do that, so it might very well be possible that you see the Corvettes in this next time around. Fisher pushes really hard into turn number one. Misses the apex a little bit. Fisher turning his lights on, telling Nass, "Hello, I'm behind you. Just making sure you know I'm here." I think the Corvettes are getting close to time to pit. Coming up from the Schumacher S once more. Front tires are, on a scale of 1 to 10, front tires are at a 4 on the Corvette with our telemetry. Trick's tires, 4 on the front left, 5 on the front right. 7's on the back. So he's been a little easier on his tires than Fisher has. Warren Tires is running 6s all around a 7. No, the Corvette's going to come in this time. It looks like so. No, that's Dylan that's in the pit lane. Fisher has stayed out.
Let's go. It's on. Back out there.
Oh, he's good.
Some more coming around the final chicane. Trick is in. So this is Trick in the pit lane. It will be interesting to see what the gap is going to be when he comes out.
Oh, wait,
I don't know.
Yeah, you have to stop. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I can't match.
It's going to be kind of close.
Oh,
This is going to be interesting. If I can just kind of keep up here with Fisher and not spin, then I think I would do what I do.
Word there. That's the key phrase. And not spin. And Silverstone is actually slower than me, which is weird.
His tires are like nothing.
Who would have thought that I'd be using Fisher as a pick to keep Dylan behind me? I think the only time that a slower car passed a faster car not in the pit lane was when I asked more.
My cat's on the front of the TV. Oh no! Oh no!
And
Move
always
it, Cat.
ended up doing
And
Move
this
it,
just
Cat.
in, there is a cat in the Mercedes of Aceboy 127, and it is currently on the dashboard in front of the driver. That is not good. Cat on his TV stand in front of the TV.
So is Dylan the third car?
Hopefully
of
get that remedied pretty quickly.
Yes, I am the first car in that line.
Alright, so Trick is about to hit the timing beacon just after the hairpin at the bottom of the track. Let's see what the gap is between him
Never mind this.
and Moore. It is 17 seconds.
Not
As
good
Fisher's
ones.
now in the pit.
Like 56.
That sounds about right.
Jesus.
56s.
I'm running consistent 55.
No, last one before the pit was
So
50.
Noir, I think Noir should go around at least one more time before he comes in here.
Now,
No, I just read. Well, I don't know. I'll find out when I come around again.
We'll
But
see if that
I'm hoping
happens.
for a
No, he's going to
5.
come into the pit lane this
then
time.
he'd be on par with me, which would just give me more reason to stay.
So he's going to get one lap fresher tires and Trick. Try to run them down that way.
He's in right now.
That was spooks.
So Noir will have to do a 25 and 3/4 minute stint roughly as Trick goes through to take that third place back. Noir has a little more fuel than Trick does
Oh.
as he checks out from the pit lane to go run him down.
Well, I know it makes it faster, and I always thought at the time, the extra time you would lose in the pit lane was not worth being stationary.
So the optimal pit window,
If you're a second faster,
the way I calculated it anyway, without the formation lap, if you wanted to do an even 3-stop strategy, was to pit every 22.5 minutes. Simple calculation. And
It really kind of comes down to
Noor has pitted with 25 minutes ago, so he's going to have to do about 3 minutes more than optimal
can't light your TV, buddy.
if he did even
That means it's
cuts. So it will be
He's fine.
it'll be interesting to see if, one, he can run down Trick, and two, if he can pass him.
You are so out of.
I'm sorry. Dude, I can't stand
I have a 4-year-old. I'm on this. He is like clinging to me, saying, "Dad, in race 2. Not. Don't be a pervert.
What?
Alright, that was a 54.
Was that Dylan or Ace? Because I know
Dylan.
Dylan's here. He's
Dylan.
Oh, good. You're only doing 54s?
That was 54 with a cat in front of the TV, so.
That's not too bad. That's what I'm doing right now. It's 54s.
running this without AC again, boys.
You're insane.
Conditioning. Oh, this is big right there. That's big right there. I think they're tied now. Because look at the fast lap.
Ooh. Fast lap doesn't matter. There's no fast lap point.
Oh.
There is a fast lap point. What?
Do you people not read
You're
the
lying. You told me there was a fast lap
I am
point.
not lying.
You said there was a fast lap point.
I never said there was a fast lap.
I literally told you, hey, is there still a fast lap point in like Monza? And you're like, yeah, there is. I'm like, cool, because I just got it.
There's a halfway lap point and a pull.
Oh, what are you on about, matey?
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
I feel like you're just
What have you
lying
been
so
smoking?
you can't hype it up, but like,
What have you been smoking?
dude, if I was, I'd tell you. The only thing I'm high on right now is the rubber fumes from all the tires I'm burning up. Oh my god, Dylan. Have some chill. I'm gonna do that super GT strat where like they juke the car instead of spading it. Oh no! I hate this track, dude. It sucks so bad. Like, I knew from the moment that the vote, like, I said I wasn't gonna be salty, but the moment that the vote was struck down, I was kind of a little bit, like, not salty, but I was like, well, I'm not gonna have a chance.
Maybe we'll do a 2.4 on new generation.
I would really like to do that, honestly.
Me too. There's a lot of options out there.
Get back here. What was your last lap, Dylan? Because I'm running 56s now.
That was a 54.9.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I'm faster than that.
Yeah, shut up, Ace.
Gravel trap.
Hey, I still got a pit too, but you know what? Whatever.
You know, this is one of those times where I wish I was somebody who wasn't well respected for not winning races early. Because this is, oh! And I did the same friggin' thing. Of course. It's a friggin' beach party, man. No, this is one of those races where I wish I wasn't well known to not leave races, because this is absolutely a race I would leave. God damn it, I'm out of the race now. I could do the full Angry Eater experience and then target it for the final 10 minutes.
On the
Only
side of
part's
the
longer
track.
than that.
Yeah, on the track, like right out of the apex of the first corner or something. Jan Beekes just said that Sebastian Savedio is struggling. Dude, you and me both.
I just can't wait to find out what's going to happen here in about a minute and a half.
This NASCAR fan comes into the pit lane
Pit's
again.
left.
Norris still trying to run
on
down Trick. Let's check the times. Let's see who's putting in better
Probably going to get
times.
past me, but I'm going to get right back by.
So Trick had a better lap last
20
time
minutes left.
around.
Let's see. That was my plan. It took about 20 minutes to go. My final stop.
And this time around too, from the looks of it. By a whole second, the gap is out to 14.
It's good. I'm going to have another battle day.
I haven't been involved in like any good battles all season except for like a lap or two. Like I have had the most quiet freaking season ever.
It's funny, every Lancer race I was in a battle with somebody.
Yeah,
And
and
Monza-
that was the most eventful race for me, and I still
Monza
ended
was
up winning by like 20 seconds.
supposed to be more.
There you go. So
Oh, no,
Fisher
you're right,
actually
you're right,
put
you're
in
right.
an
I had a
overall
battle.
first best sector.
I just freaking missed the commitment line.
Oh,
That's
no.
a penalty.
Oh,
That's a
you're kidding
penalty
me.
right there.
Wait, what was the commitment line?
God,
What's the commitment line? You never what?
disgusting.
I have no idea where it's at, so we'll just see what happens.
All right, so Trick has done a 51.755.
So you gotta hit
So he
again.
currently holds the best lap of the race.
It's probably gonna be a
And again, sorry for the long
How-
spans
how
and
big of a
commentary
time
breaks,
behind?
just
It
because
takes
the
30
drivers are
seconds
talking
to
a
get
lot.
through the pit lane.
Just want to give them the chance to be
I
heard.
did miss the commitment line.
If it is possible to make out what they're saying, I think it is.
We should legit just do a stop and go.
But
and have
I
it
don't
let
want to
us
try
know
to
who's
talk
in the
over him
battle
too
for
much.
it.
I'd rather battle William.
I'd rather battle you.
I'd rather battle nobody. Just finish where I'm running. I like running. Let's take its place.
I think I took too much gas.
Just take the pass through, you weenie hut general. You don't want to battle anybody.
All right, so Trick's last time through is a
Well, if I take the gas, I don't
53.1.
battle you either. That's fair.
And
No,
Moore
you
is
just don't wanna
going to
battle
do
anybody. You just want to grind.
54.5. So Trick is pulling away from Moore. It doesn't look like it's going to happen this time. Unless something happens. We still have,
All right, so Ace, where you
we
at?
still have about
Tell me the haircut.
18 minutes left. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was right.
Okay, so the second car.
In
Okay.
before there's a
It's never over until it's over.
There's a three-way tie.
Plus, you guys have been cutting corners too. Sliding
Lightning McQueen sticks his
sliding past the white line there too. Might have to take that into consideration.
Well, I don't care. I'm already last.
Dylan might care.
But that would be a biased assumption, though, because you know that would be an implication.
Would it though?
You can't do that. That's illegal. That's abuse of power.
Alright, well. You lost your mind. One lap down for me. Unless Fisher just really loses
So
all
how
the-
big is the team?
Don't know. That's after the race I'll figure it out.
Well, that's crap. No, you can't do that. Well, it just so happened that it was a 24.556 penalty.
That's why I steward it, by the way.
Well, I'll penalize you all. One too many walking friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, according to you and Dylan, you did it like 5 times at least.
Yeah, I've been trying to do it less. I did it a lot in the beginning, but I've tried to cut off as best as I could.
See, my excuse is my car literally has no control. I mean, I am like no luck today at throwing attach filters. Like, I don't know how the hell Noir is going. Wait, how are you up there, Ace?
Yeah.
In the airplane?
No, I'm way up behind Fisher.
Why am I catching up to Crick again?
I don't know. Why are you?
I really don't know.
Fisher coming through the final chicane, approaching 15 minutes left in the race.
I'm just going to use the fact that you guys were all weenies as an excuse of why I finished last. Nobody wanted to man up and drive the slow course. Y'all wanted to do the junior circuit. Oh, there's a... Ooh. Do you like? probably not, because I'm like 14 minutes to the finish already. I'm not probably what we were parking really not having a race game. This track won't be on the schedule, right?
I'll consider that.
We do it better than the frickin' pole course. Weenie Hut Jr. Like, I like this track, but I'm so terrible here, and it gets so boring after like 5 laps. That's like the big problem with the tilt drones. They're fun to race on for like 10 minutes, and then it's like, we go to the next race.
Fisher really sliding the car through the hairpin down at the bottom. Get an update on the gap between Warren and Trick. Gap is now out to 20 seconds. So Trick is pulling away from Warren the Audi.
I'm pushing too hard to try and gain something I can get. slept in longer.
Alright, so we are under 10 minutes remaining for round 5 here at the Nurburgring and in total for the ARS GT Series as we are looking to round out the final event of the series.
That would be Dylan Fisher.
Actual race position.
This trick comes
Yeah,
to
it is, 'cause, you know, I don't
the
wanna
back
go
half
down
of the
this
track,
way.
about to head back down the hill towards the final chicane.
Fisher, go now. Go right now. Oh yeah, we just got out the final corner?
Yeah.
No, that'd be me.
Yeah, my race is getting worse and worse. The car is handling worse and worse as more fuel gets out of it. I'm getting more and more tired. I'm running like consistent 224s.
Nice.
I think that's cause I don't remember when I pit. Maybe that's got to be it. Actually. Oh man, that's a big hurricane.
Noor has managed a 52 flat, but it's not enough.
On fresh irons. Oh wow, Walker's going fast.
Oh boy. Oh, come on.
Didn't it?
No, but I wish I hadn't done what I did anyway.
What'd you do?
I went wide and one.
Oh. What kind of Oh my god.
We're now under 5 minutes left here from the Nurburgring. Ace Boy 127 under Mercedes has fought his way back up. There's Dylan right in front of him. This is for position. did say earlier on he did have the pace over NASCAR fan and Dylan, so he's gotten around Nash. This has the 40 phone. Actually, is that Moore up there? No, it's not Moore. I believe that's the leader, Fisher, up there. That little blip in the distance. Looks to be the case. Anyways, we're back on board with the Mercedes. As Ace attempts to reel in and overtake the Ford GT of Dylan like Xavier. Right on the back of the Ford GT now, just a couple more corners and he should be right there. Where's Ace going to find his overtake? And the timer has gone yellow. We are under 3 minutes left here from the Nurburgring. There's NASCAR fan 1400. About to go a lap down to the entire field. Not the best race for NAS tonight. Struggled with the car a lot. Looking to bring it home regardless. I don't think he's going to lose too much sleep over it. Alright, and I believe Fisher has started his final lap. These gentlemen are about to start their final lap. There's Fisher out on the road, right here. And Ace Boy has gotten around the Ford. And with these laps being, Fisher might get one more lap out of this. I don't know.
The question is how hard the Ace kill his tires going.
No, he's fine, I guess.
Yeah, Neil has too much fuel.
I don't know.
So we're going to be on board with the number 39 here as he's coming around. See if he's going to get a lap remaining or not.
Yeah.
Are you bumped after me?
Maybe.
Oh, well, I didn't do that.
That's it.
I definitely didn't touch you, so.
And the Ford GT, Dylan Likes 88, has gone off the road at the hairpin into the gravel. That's going to let Ace Boy get the gap he needs. Approaching 30 seconds left for Fisher here.
Other than Spa was pretty good too.
20 seconds remaining.
So you finally got some.
I think Fisher might eke one more lap out of this. 9, 8, 7. Oh, Ace Boy goes around.
You won't believe what he just did, Dylan.
Yeah, but I'm nowhere near.
One timer expires right as Fisher comes to the line. Checkered flag. Fisher's gonna get it.
Do that again right now.
Here's Ace Boy who's gonna finish.
Glad you worked.
Here comes Trick coming around. Trick's gonna finish second. It's gonna be a TNP Racing 1-2.
I cannot believe I didn't hit it either.
And I believe that this is going to give Trick the championship.
I probably would have been more. I was thinking.
Number 41 Corvette comes across the line in
Had to
second
be allowed by
place.
the whole field.
We're just waiting on the war now.
What?
A valiant effort from the Audi driver.
Actually, yeah, you did. 'Cause you finished 2 laps down.
That being said,
So we're going to wait for him to come around and take the flag.
Yeah, but you
Wasn't enough tonight here at the Nurburgring this afternoon, today, whenever
But I
you're
wasn't
watching
able to
this.
lap him
But
to that second lap down.
I know for a fact that Moore wasn't about to let it
everybody
go
lapped you.
lightly. You know, he had
Yeah,
to.
he's too.
He did everything he
I
could.
wasn't angry though.
Gambled on a 3-stop strategy.
That makes
Might
it
not
all
have played
better.
out exactly the way he needed to. Anyway, he's going to come
I was
around here to
encouraged
take
to catch
3rd
on.
place.
I
Still a
knew it.
podium finish for him. And that will do it. That is round 6. Not round 6, round 5. My apologies from the Nurburgring, the final round of the ARS GT Series. We're going to wait for the timer to expire here. I'll be more than happy to pull up the final results. Provisional, of course.
By
think
Sig out
so.
half the season. GG Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
We need a power ballast. That would be lit.
Alright. So if you did like the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. I would appreciate that a lot.
Job well done.
And I do ask you to at least just look at the channel.
Thanks.
If you like the content you see, feel free to subscribe if you would like to. Certainly appreciate that as well.
Red coats are coming, man. Red coats are coming.
Anyways, I'm going to pull up the final results here. T&P Corvette 1-2
It was,
with a gap
it was
of
a,
just under 30 seconds between Fish
Yeah, it
and
was a bit-
Trick.
it was
Trick
fun.
is going to take the title over Noir, who's
It was,
going to
it was,
finish in
it was for
3rd.
posterity
Minute and
because
15 back. He
it
just
was already
really fell
wrapped
off
up
there
once
towards
we
the
realized
end.
Fish was mathematically assured,
And,
provided he could collect all the points, which we pretty much knew he could. So
you know, Dylan
Yeah,
Likes
I noticed
88
that,
comes
Noir.
in 5th
I
place
saw
in the
that
Ford
you were
GT.
struggling
NASCAR fan 6th place.
keep
Not
it
the
nice
best
and
race
smooth,
for
and
him.
it just- and then once your
Anyways,
tires
thanks
started
guys
going
for
down,
tuning
it was
in.
just- there was
Until
nothing
next
you could
time,
do.
take care.